Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Financial Freedom course. In today's topic, we're going to be talking about the poverty mindset. Financial freedom is within the mind. When you are thinking poorly, you will have a poor outcome. When you're thinking wealthy and rich, you will become rich. So, this is the power of intention. When you're focusing your mind on something, that is what you will attract. There will be things within your life that will come to you, the law of attraction working in your favor or against you if you're thinking negatively. And the intention is the key, because if you're thinking from a perspective that is very negative, but you're trying to think of something that you want, you're trying to think of something that you really want to achieve, and you're thinking of it, going about it in very nefarious ways, then your intention and someone else's attention could be a very positive one. You will experience different results, because when you have bad intentions, what you will end up getting is short-term gains followed by losses. So if two people are trying to make some sort of money, but for different reasons, perhaps you are trying to do it to help out your community, to allow you to live a more freeing life, to perhaps even donate some of that to charities, and just to help other people. This is a very positive reason to be gaining money. However, there could be someone else with the same exact ideas that they want to be rich, but their intention is to keep it all for themselves, to do very negative things, very materialistic things with that money. Well, both of you are imagining being rich, being wealthy, and that's what you're thinking of. And what happens is that you both will manifest the riches and the money into your life by thinking those things. However, because you had positive intentions, your money will go a lot further and you'll be able to gain even more money. Whereas the person who was thinking from a more negative perspective and just a materialistic perspective, they will gain the money, but it'll be very short term, to where they perhaps spend it all, they waste it all, and then they lose it all. So this is something that it's very important to have a proper positive intention. Another big issue is, are you deserving of money? Ask this question to yourself. Do you feel as though you are deserving of money and wealth? A lot of times you may not feel as though you are deserving. And it all comes down to trauma from the past, your parents, and society. Because there are so many different things at play that you may feel as though you are undeserving of a good quality life because you associate money with a better quality life, which can be true, but not necessarily always the case. This always ties back to trauma from the past. When you have some sort of trauma from the past, especially from your parents or things that society instills in you, then what will happen is you have a mindset of that you are not deserving. That if all this money starts coming into your life, you're not deserving of that. You don't deserve any of it. So because you're thinking from that perspective, you will not actually fulfill your goal in life of being able to be wealthy, because you feel as though you don't deserve it. So you may be poor for the rest of your life if you continue to have that mindset. Society is also another big thing at play, because we have an idea in our mind that, well, only celebrities can do this and that. They're just, we're not able to be on the same level as them. And that's just not the case, because they have worked, a lot of celebrities perhaps have worked hard to be able to get where they are today. It's not an easy road. So you have to be able to put in that time and effort as well. And if you're unwilling to do that, then you will not be able to succeed with that. But you should not let things from society or other people trying to tell you what to do to deter you from making money here. You have to realize that you are deserving. You are a person who should have the most freeing life possible, but you have to be able to work hard to get there. Are you working just for the money? Do you have a job right now just because it pays the bills and that's it? This is a negative mindset, because you're thinking that, you're only coming from a perspective that is you only need the money. That's it. You're working just to get the money. This is a very negative mindset to have, because you're working from a perspective that you don't care about your job. You may not even like your job. It's stressing you out, but you're working just to pay the bills. And that's basically the bare minimum. You can't perhaps afford anything else. All you're doing is just working paycheck to paycheck, making, spending your money in ways that is not productive. So you're not actually accomplishing anything. You have bad outcomes if you're doing things just for the money. You're not going to be able to get ahead in life if all you're doing is working just for the money. You don't enjoy your job. You don't enjoy the things that you're doing. So you're never going to make an attempt to be able to actually move ahead and better yourself. Another good example of this is if you work at a certain position in like an office job, for example, you and one of your coworkers are working this job. You despise the job, whereas they love the job. Well, that will affect your work. Both of you are making the same amount of money. We're doing the same exact task, but you despise the work, which means your work is not going to be all that great. When your boss comes to look at your work, they may be appalled by the bad quality that you have produced because you're not actually giving it your all. You don't like the work. So you're not actually putting in the full effort, or you don't know how to because you're not thinking critically. You don't know what to do because you despise the work. Whereas your coworker, they love the work that they do. So they have so many new ideas coming to them. Even when they're not working, they have new ideas popping up that they write down to bring into work. That is someone who is a productive employee because they enjoy what they're doing. So if you don't like your job, find something that you do like because it will help you out so much better. In our next part, we're going to be talking about debt and loans.